Yeah, I mean, I don't give you coach speak, so yeah, that's real. I mean, most coaches say say no, but yeah, that's real. When someone attacks you personally and, you know, calls you and a good buddy, Coach Saban, that were both clowns, um, you take that personal. So, glad we won. Guess I can be a clown for Halloween now.
Oh my gosh, this guy's a national treasure. Like full disclosure, I like Lane personally a lot as well. And this guy is just a beauty. I mean, you talk about a guy that just doesn't care. Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin, everybody. And his beef with Jimbo is it's so good. It's so good. Jimbo called Lane a clown. So now Lane is basically throwing the clown mantra back at him. And the war of words, and just all weekend. What I love about Lane is that, one, his delivery. He's just so like smooth in his delivery. He's not all worked up about it, right? He's like laid back. And he's just kind of cool about it. He's asked about the Taylor Swift album. What's your favorite song? Karma. And it's like, oh, okay, that's a shot across the bow. The Joker costume. I'm going to borrow Jimbo's Joker costume. He said earlier this week we were outbid for DJ Durkin, which happens with that program a lot. I mean, that's just like, that's an amazing line. Amazing line. By the way, DJ Durkin rolls in as the defensive coordinator for A&M, and all Ole Miss does is roll, 390 yards on the ground. And then Lane again takes a shot at that. Yeah, it's pretty good against a bunch of 5-stars. The last thing I'll say on this, like, I'm not just going to be like, yeah, Lane's hilarious, this or that. One, I think Ole Miss is a good team, and they bounced back, and they got the win. I don't know how good they are. Obviously, the loss to LSU is concerning, and I don't think Texas A&M is very good at all, but at least Ole Miss gets the win. So they roll out of there with a W. And then when you really take a step back and you look at Jimbo Fisher and his beef with both Nick Saban and Lane Kiffin. Now, should those guys be throwing stuff out about like Jimbo's program? You can argue yes or no. I typically think like no. If you don't have anything nice to say about a different program in particular or another head coach, just don't say it at all. Having said that, it was very telling to me how much Jimbo lashed out. And you know what it reminded me of? When you and your buddies find the perfect nickname for one of your friends and they get so mad initially, and you're like, oh, that makes it even more perfect because it's true, right? Like, that's exactly what's going on. Jimbo gets so mad when people call him out for the things that are clearly going on at Texas A&M. So, like, how about you stop getting mad, right? Like, at some point, you just got to sit there and you just got to wear it. I think Brian Kelly did that. He stepped back from the limelight and he just said, like, okay, I'm going to go back to coaching football. I'm going to, stop throwing videos out there of fake accents and dancing with recruits and everything. And guess what? LSU, much better team. Lane Kiffin to some degree. By the way, he's kind of stepped back. He's not as forward as he used to be and out in the media as he used to be. Now, he played this beautifully this week, but he's just gone about getting his team better. Jimbo was so up in arms all summer about all this other stuff and what's being said about him and his program. And he probably just needs to go back and coach his team because his team is not very good and they're probably not going to go to a bowl game. And that's a team that should be a lot better than they are. Let's just kind of leave it at that. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.